Hello, my smiling faces, any AuauSave stands, my bestie, like she's the one who asked me if I would watch this. I have already watched like a few things of AuauSave, like performance wise or like singing wise, which obviously from the DMD Land 3. I did also watch their Songkran performance, and I was actually kind of like blown away, and I have been seeing like clips here and there of them performing at events. So I am curious to see like, oh, like, because this was like, I think this is like probably it's 2025, this specific performance. So I'm like, oh, like I wonder what the difference is gonna be from here, from like what I have seen now, and like seeing in terms of like Save's growth more so than because I'm like I like expect to do pretty well, because he's been a trainee, he's been an idol, still is an idol, still very like has done a solo song at this point, very much still like well versed in dancing and singing. So I'm like, oh, I'm wondering like again where Save is gonna be like in this time period. But yeah, so this is again requested by my friend because she wanted me to watch this, so I'm assuming they did really great, and I'm gonna be blown away based on her like, oh my god, you need to watch it. But anyways, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and watch their performance, y'all. Oh, not the subs coming up. I don't need subs. ที่ไม่รู้จักคำว่าให้อย่างล่าสุดคนที่แล้วcute เขาทำเหมือนฉันไม่มีตัวตนทำให้คนทุกคนที่เจอคิดว่าเขาไม่มีแฟนหรือใคร Oh, they seem like he seems chill. He doesn't seem nervous. But maybe he has a with him. Wait, the looks like. Ooh, come on, little harmonization of like higher and lower. The smart hole. Stop! Oh, I can't. I got shy. Oh, their little smiles are so cute. Also, like the fact that they're just singing to each other and not like so much like the crowd. I'm like, there we go. They like occasionally will look over at them. Ooh, come on, ooh. Ooh. I have something to say at the end about his vocals. I can't. That was the cameraman knew what they were doing. We're like. Not him getting. Why is he getting so like? Like he lost his cool there for a second. Not them just like. Ooh,
ฉันมีความสุขวันนี้ฉันมีความสุขเราคบกันนานๆได้ไหมตั้งแต่มีเธอฉันมีความสุขวันนี้ฉันมีความสุข
Stop. He's like, not him, not sir, like, ooh, I like, get it together. Ah, sir, what are you doing? What are you playing at? I cannot. I like how like chill this song was. I think the only other song that I was like probably like was because they did for the Songkran this year they obviously did Mantra, so that was probably more of like the chill song, and then they did also what's it called, Nong Zone or Brother Zone by the Bus Unit. So like I guess that's like my other reference to them like doing a lot more like chiller kind of song in terms of like me actually watching those performances. So kind of seeing them here, like again, this is like from a year, like I think this is like, no, I think they usually have these like, I'm looking at the time. Oh, they had this in December, so it wasn't that long ago. It's like probably like it's been like what, like 7 months, I think, almost 8 months at this point, right? But kind of seeing, them like then to like, what I've seen now, like definitely like you could see that Save has really improved. Like he's still really great here, but like from like then to now, like he's very much improved. Because I think here he's like, he doesn't look too like nervous, but I think it's because again he has Uu with him, so he's like, oh, like I can rely on you if I like get nervous. But like they just kind of, that's why they keep looking at each other too. I think it's because like to kind of help him like ease his nerves, so he's not so like scared or like kind of worried about the performance. But they're also just like very much very much like with like looking at it, like the entire time of them just like I was like why, like where are we like not looking at the crowd, like it's like why are we like it's like kind of like in their own little bubble, especially with the way that they look at each other and kind of smile at each other like for like reassurance, and kind of like I guess in a way like for Uu kind of how proud he is. It's like for Save to kind of challenge himself. And I know like I think we have like heard obviously like Uu like do like high notes, but I think I always associate him more with like a deeper like tone of voice. So kind of hearing him here like a little bit more higher, I think it's like obviously like because he is the more experienced one of the two. So like for Save, like him just like not being as not as confident, but also having a low register voice, they probably like, oh, we have to like balance out like the song whenever we do like the harmonies or like kind of like. So obviously like, oh, Save is gonna do like the deeper parts, and I'll like, it's kind of like a little bit of a challenge, more so for like, or kind of getting a little bit more of a challenge for himself to kind of like hit these higher notes that he might not always be used to like singing or like tackling. So kind of like they kind of balance each other out well in that aspect, at least at this point. So I kind of in the future like, or I'm wondering like in terms of like the OSTs for Mr. Fanboy, how much Save has kind of improved in that aspect, and if he will get to like, if we get to hear him sing a little bit more any higher tunes, because so far we only have heard him do like more rap based songs or rap based parts, and then also more of the deeper tones of like parts of the song, which I'm like, again, he's not a bad singer at all. No, like he just like at this point he was still like working up like the courage and like kind of getting a little bit like used to it, because again now with for Domandi, like they try to at least like be well versed a little bit in every single aspect. So like even if might not be your like strong suit, like I think for the most part like you're still like at least a decent in the areas that you might be lacking in. So like there is that, right? So I'm again like nothing, like I'm more like just like giddy over like their chemistry, which is very much there, and I really like seeing their relationship between these two, where like again it's very much so how what's it called, Uu really like is very proud, and you can tell like how much like he's like, oh my god, like I can't believe we're doing this, kind of like, or I can't believe like you're singing, and like you're kind of like kind of getting to enjoy it more so with having Uu by his side as well, and kind of looking up to him for advice, and up to him for what's it called, like feedback and encouragement from his side, because again like having more experience in the musical like dancing and singing category, I think they kind of balance each other out in that, as of also in dancing, to be honest too, because I think Say still was like is still like not that well versed in it, but like I think with Uu by his side, he has kind of been able to like work on those aspects that might be a little bit lacking. But I think again like you just have to be a little bit well versed, not too like you don't have to be oh my god like amazing in every single thing to be like a DMD artist, but they at least work on little things like or try to improve a little bit. But here he just looks very like happy, and I'm like I really think this is really cute how they kind of gave each other like the looks and then kind of like or kind of being cute with like the hand holding. But I think that's why my friend wanted me to initially like, why you wanted me to watch this too shy because for this reason to kind of see if I would get giddy or kind of like maybe also to appreciate their music because I think she's also like that's her like one of her favorite ships or her like main ships that she is a Domandi stan through and through though like but AuauSave is her like tried and true one of them, so she definitely is like getting more into them because we are getting closer to Mr. Fanboy time because I think in the next 2 weeks they are going to be obviously dropping the what's it called the teasers, like the actual official trailer, and then sure enough like the like behind the scenes and like I guess I think they're also gonna have like a variety show or like kind of like how Love Upon a Time did for their like pre-release of the actual like series, I think is what I read if I'm not mistaken. So she's definitely gonna getting like prepared, and I think she's also trying to get me like a little bit excited and like kind of like wanting to see a little bit more of their singing from like behind back then. But again, I have already seen like a couple things of them this year, so just from what I have seen, like I am really excited to see how they have improved more so together and also solo wise in terms of like because I'm curious to see like what kind of OST like if Save gets one solo wise because I know probably like most likely will because we're no stranger to that, right? But yeah, again, this is really cute. Again, really like definitely felt like the love like for the because this was a charity event, right? So I think everyone was kind of like fangirling as they should. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video and I shall see you in the next one.